What's the wildest place that you've done the deed?
A movie theater. My mom's gonna kill me if she sees this.
Hi, my name is Isa, and this is my ex-girlfriend Ava, and she's going to be setting me up on a blind date today. We met on an online class. We went to a business school. You can tell by what Ava's wearing.
I actually did think she was gorgeous when I saw her on Zoom. When she was like, oh, can you teach me about stocks? I was like, I would love to answer that question.
We dated for on and off.
It's about a year.
It was about a year, yeah. But we're fine now, even though we did not end on the best of terms.
At first.
Yeah, we're still friends.
We are very close.
Okay, not very close. Close enough. Whenever I look for a person, which regardless of gender identity, is very respectful, very kind, but also has a little bit of an attitude. They definitely have to be financially stable though. If someone's a Bad Bunny fan, that's a plus. I went to his concert last year in Colombia, it was great. Also, someone who knows how to drive.
I would drive her around literally everywhere, pick her up wherever she was.
She had a Jeep, so that was a plus.
Yeah, I have a Wrangler, which was also fun.
When did you say fun like that? You say things and it sounds like it has a second meaning. It does not. We have to blindfold myself. It's this way? Okay.
It's perfect.
Okay.
Looking good. All right, singles, come on in. Coast is clear. You can take your blindfold off. Hi guys, I'm Ava. I'm Issa's ex-girlfriend, and today we are gonna be going through some questions, and by the end of this, I hope to have one of you guys match with Issa. Are you guys excited?
Yes. Very.
Nervous, but excited.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off by having you guys introduce yourself, your first name, what do you guys do for a living?
My name's Chris. I am a model, DJ, and bartender. I love going out. I spend most of my nights at the club.
My name's Catherine. I actually just left my job in corporate finance. I am an engagement ring designer now.
How did you get into that business from corporate finance?
My dad and I actually used to take blacksmith classes when I was really little. That started getting me into metal work. I made some of the rings I'm wearing.
That's awesome. Very cool. Very interesting.
Hello, my name's Liz. I am a makeup artist, and then I also go to school full-time because my goal career is to be a mental health therapist for adolescents.
Awesome. Hello.
Hey, my name is Lee. I started a new job at a cybersecurity startup doing technical sales. Before then, I was a city government employee helping with tenants' rights.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Next.
How are you? I'm CJ. I am part of a event production team. We produce music events, art festivals, and all types of things like that.
Okay, so what's a catchphrase that describes who you guys are as people? You wanna go first?
It's a good question. I'll be back by Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't know why, I just think it's funny because whenever I'm out, I'll always be I'll be back, and I never come back.
Okay.
I just Irish goodbye every time.
Have you ever seen Holes? And there's that little girl who is I'm tired of this grandpa, and then the guy's that's too damn bad. That's me to talking to myself every morning. I'm oh my God, again.
Oh my God, that's literally hysterical. Oh my God, I love it.
My catchphrase is any sort of classic scene from SpongeBob. I'm just the Krusty Krab is the so that's my brain. So.
And next.
So I would quote my favorite book, The Alchemist. When you want something, the whole universe conspires to help you get it. And I feel that relates to my life because I'm transmasculine. So the whole book is about finding your personal legend.
Excellent.
And all the changes I've taken up to this point is me getting closer to that.
And then we have CJ.
Yeah, so mine would be, you only live once. I like to take my chances with things because we're only here one time. We only get one chance.
YOLO.
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 So how are we feeling over there?
Good. I heard some red flags, but not as many as I expected. Okay. It's fine.
This is honestly really tough. So I heard what I needed to. Chris, you will not be dating my ex. Chris and Issa are way too similar, and Issa needs somebody to ground her.
Nice to meet you,
fist
champ.
bump?
Yeah.
I don't know, a bartender and a DJ, he's definitely out way more than I am, and that's not gonna work. This is pretty harsh.
As it should be. Round 2, guys. Who's ready?
Okay, ready.
Issa is a huge fan of Bad Bunny. Do you guys know any of his songs? And if so, which one's your favorite? Catherine.
I don't know any of Bad Bunny's songs. I mostly listen to a lot of alternative music.
I actually never listened to him until I met Issa, so.
And she can introduce me too.
Damn. How does she not know Bad Bunny? He's literally dating Kendall Jenner.
What about you, Liz?
I do listen to a lot of Bad Bunny. My song of the last summer was Me Porto Bonito.
Very cool. And Lee.
Okay, this is a hard question. Titi me pregunto.
This is so great. CJ?
I love Bad Bunny, but my favorite would have to be the song that he has with Drake. It's called Mia.
Yeah.
No offense to Drake, but his Spanish is not it.
Would you feel comfortable if your partner doesn't know how to drive? Catherine, you go first.
That's fine. I'll Uber you, like I don't care. Like I mean, we live in New York, we're gonna take the train or like, I don't mind like getting them an Uber.
Ubers are expensive. I don't know what to do with it.
I feel like if you want to see me, you'll make the sacrifice and just pay for my Uber.
So Liz, how do you feel about that one?
I don't mind at all. When I did have a car, I was usually the one driving.
Lee,
If I'm taking a really long road trip with someone, I would hope we can switch off at some point. But
and then CJ.
I wouldn't mind as long as the passenger is doing something like DJing or something while I'm cruising.
Okay.
We can do it.
Someone that has a car and a license may not be a big deal, but to Issa it is. She doesn't have her license, she's a city girl. So I feel like I really got to know you guys this round. I'm really glad to hear that you guys listen to Bad Bunny or are open to learning some of his music, which is awesome. However, my ex is definitely someone who likes to take charge personality, definitely someone who's gonna quite literally take the wheel. I definitely don't see her ever getting her license, so I've heard everything I needed to. Lee, you will not be dating my ex.
I don't want to seem like I'm just a passenger princess, but it's just not gonna work.
Lee is super sweet. I just don't see him taking the reins and taking control. Round 3, guys, let's get into it. So Issa does have a few love languages, with gift giving being her #1. What are some gifts that you guys have given your exes?
I love that Ava's asking this question. Gift giving is super important to me.
Liz.
My ex was a skateboarder, and I would always get him either wheels or a new skateboard or like wax or just like jewelry. I love giving people jewelry, so.
I really love that Liz talked about something tangible like jewelry, but also the emotional, because I feel like that's the full package.
CJ.
So I get pretty sentimental when I'm gift giving. My ex, somebody passed away that they were very close with, and I gifted them with a necklace with a photo of the person that they lost, just so that they could, know that the person is still with them, still close to them. So yeah.
Issa is very close with her family and loves sentimental gifts. I think that's a very big green flag. CJ seems super sweet and generous. So then Catherine.
Gift giving is actually like my second love language. I gifted my ex once. He was a sailor, so I got him like this nautical map, and like I draw and I paint. I guess that kind of goes hand in hand with jewelry making. So I drew the boat that he like drives, and I like drew it on the map and framed it. Something artsy.
That's really
personal.
cute. So the next question, this one's kind of personal. Have you been in love before? If so, why didn't it work out? And Liz, if you want to start.
I have been in love before. It didn't work out because our lives were heading in 2 different directions.
Catherine?
I've been in love twice. The last love I had was a really good, safe love, but we both were in really transitional parts of our lives, and I think as we were like growing, we just kind of started to grow in different directions, but I don't have any hard feelings towards him, so.
It's cool. CJ?
I've been in love once before, but to be honest, it didn't work out because we weren't too sexually compatible. The sex was trash, but the love was there.
I can't believe CJ just said that. My whole perspective on CJ just automatically changed. This one's a little bit interesting. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained one quality or ability, what would it be? And why? Catherine?
I feel like I would want to be like less anxious, less high-strung, like somebody like, as you know, that went through the corporate finance like route.
Yeah.
It's really hard to not be super like tight-wound, so I just like to relax a little.
Definitely understand that there. And then Liz?
I definitely kind of agree with like the control thing, because in most of my relationships, I've usually been the one to like plan dates, do everything. Like I need to let go a little bit and then trust the other person more that they'll take care of me too.
Absolutely. And then CJ?
Learning how to say no. Sometimes I'm too giving, I'm too, I like to make sure that people are okay, people are good, but sometimes, you have to set boundaries and say no sometimes.
That's very important. This was very tough. It was a very hard decision to make. You guys are all very different. CJ, I love your generosity. I love that you can listen to people. However, sexual compatibility could be worked on. It's not gonna make or break a relationship. That could be a red flag in this situation. Catherine, I love that you make your own gifts. I think that's really, really cute. However, you said you have some anxiety when it comes to relationships. She needs someone who's gonna be very secure about themselves, which also means being secure about Issa. And then Liz, you seem like a very grounded, spiritual individual. Definitely something that Issa needs is a grounded person, someone who's gonna listen to her. However, Issa definitely needs someone to take initiative and take charge. I heard everything I needed to. CJ, you will not be dating my ex.
I think that when you love someone, you're going to work on like those very important components, and CJ was just a little superficial.
You have some really good options back there, so good
I
luck.
appreciate that.
Okay, so we're at the final round. So how are you guys feeling knowing you guys are the last two left?
Nerves are gone.
I mean, I do love that it's just
Girls.
2 women, so.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
I'd love to see it. I'm gonna actually start off with Liz. So how do you handle confrontation?
I would like to say I'm a very confrontational person. I do speak on what's on my mind because I feel like when you hold things in, it gets very blown out of proportion. But I always try to come at it in a very respectful way because it's not only about me, it's about the other person as well.
And I do think that's a green flag to an extent. Catherine.
Confrontation is definitely a learned skill for me. It's definitely something I've worked on in therapy. I think I used to be more avoidant about it, but if I see something wrong, I will always say something.
It's really important.
When something bothers me, I really like to take things head on. If not, it's just going to blow over later on.
So next question. Issa loves Latin food. What is your favorite dish? Catherine, if you want to start.
I'd say like the birria tacos that you can dip in. I think it's called consomme. I don't think I'm saying that right, but it's delicious.
Right. Liz?
Definitely arroz con pollo because it's very similar to a native dish in the Philippines, but it's like the Latin flavor to it. So good in the winter, so.
Sounds delicious.
Literally 2 of my favorite things, arroz con pollo and birria tacos. So this is going to be a very tough decision for Ava.
What is your biggest turn on? Catherine, why don't you start?
Probably like dirty talk. If the partner's like with me, I like to know that they like what I'm doing,
Okay.
and yeah, it's
Awesome.
more vocal.
Okay. Liz, what about you?
I think my biggest turn on is someone who knows their self-worth. There's like nothing more sexier than a person who knows that they're sexy.
Yeah.
You know?
I love that. Great answer. Next question. What's the wildest place that you've done the deed? Liz, if you want to start.
The library.
Oh my
We were quiet, you know, because you have to be.
Oh.
But no one's usually on the silent floor, so.
Oh my god, I can't. And then Catherine.
A movie theater. Apparently they can like see you though, like behind, which is terrible. I was like 17. My mom's gonna kill me if she sees this.
Oh my god, I can't.
I do not have the guts to do that, so kudos to them.
I really loved both of your answers. They're filled with a lot of honesty. Liz, you said you were kind of confrontational in your communication style, but you don't really back down when there is a problem. Things have to be dealt with right away, or else, you know, they're gonna explode if they aren't dealt with. And then Catherine, we did talk about some communication that didn't really come as natural for you as it does for Liz. Maybe you're a little more laid back when it comes to confrontation. Issa needs someone to be very secure in themselves to be able to confront their emotions, to confront them. There's a lot here to work with. It's a really tight call, but I think I know who I'm leaning towards. I heard everything I need to. Unfortunately, Catherine, you will not be dating my ex. I'm feeling really good about my decision. I was super strategic on certain things that I was looking for, characteristics that match Issa's personality and, you know, what she's looking for in a partner.
She's a great girl. You got lucky.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Are you ready to meet your new date?
I'm like super nervous. I think Ava did a great job. I knew she was gonna do a good job, but I think she like impressed me.
So Issa, are you ready to meet Liz?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you can take off your blindfold.
Hi.
Do you mind if I hug you?
No, I hug.
Your tattoo.
I was about to say the same thing. I think what stood out about Liz was that she was giving very sentimental answers, which is something that's like super important to me. I really loved how you said arroz con pollo because my mom makes that at least like once a month. And then obviously Bad Bunny, Me Porto Bonito is a really good song. I actually have a Bad Bunny tattoo.
I love it. Tú eres bebecita, bebesota.
Pretty I
She's very pretty, and I think our vibes are very compatible. I can't wait to take her on a date afterwards.
Where are we going? Where are you taking me?
A Latin restaurant, maybe?
And if they don't have one here, we could go to Queens. It's probably
Oh,
better.
sounds-
Okay, yes, for sure. Like, get rid of this now.